Debut. Kabna. And on a dear. And to tear, you never toy.
That's right.
Many challenge with him, Pabon, and say, of course, and say, in so fine now, bonfire. There's so not fine. I mean, Pabot, I can be now. We are there. Don't go quiet or grab by. Yeah, maybe I will buy you. A bit of why you bet you must say for the Honka. Yeah, there be a. Let me answer. I didn't try. I didn't try. Oh, there because my young who quiet. You be fast way be can. The kwabna obey da ko I know no. Sebi when him onye abusive. There be. Won't mean yes ample. Yantete was sa. Now we be traffic so. Now catch say. Kwa your first one, yes, solve my issues. If you are, your damn pibono, and ye are on carbonate. Yes, on carbonate. We had I say, Yam is so many identical property. And to come be better, you say you 20. Maybe it depends on the cannon. Yes, Quabra, tell me, cabby, and there's a me cabby. Me a gun any. Yeah, dear Yamia Tom, baby, I'm a tenor, and so be coming. Okay. And yes, be a mitrina you. Said your baby, my say, baby, Massas, and it said a messy dano. Yeah, Minister Flat bit my baby. To my young woman, a babu bomb home buying. And young piebo. And a young woman be baby on the tenor. And young piebo the bed to a flu, flat in the bed to a flu into two. Yes, baby, I Waterloo. Say, Yami to me, I Yami to me, I didn't know about many penny with any answer. Say, Uncle Ponanco bet him out to a body in eating. Or the 2 million nipa set to nip a woman in eating. Indeed, a very view. Young woman, eh? Ain't any canoe. As I step by. It's also for the Sremoa. Say, Munya could draw among country and pennyphone. But may I admire Pentecost softphone? Apostle Yamiche. So we share a national Thanksgiving service now. So we take the message now. He was fantastic. All right. I said this nation can never be developed with manifestos of the political parties. Whoa. Okay. And I say spirituality, prediction of elections. You can develop one mind. Hey. Pentecost of what kind? Papa no me penance because una Jimmy say bold. Anyway, not a fool. Anyway, one can already so account me penny vice president, first lady, all the gurus, our manager affairs of the country. Okay, so when him direct. Sir, and him the phone I can the phone here. No manner ye. Because we have flood that Kwabena SC. I won't cry, and young piebo. Ubika say piebo, what I can do a cheap. I didn't want to was home. The woman was just a bit of the Bible. That's no piano. Debbie. Who got was only Yamini. Yami to be a BBA. Debbie. Oh, I could you. I had a Yamino. There be no way spiritual practice. No one knew Debbie. And no much soon, no money, and 5 years, no money a day. And we could have predicted football results. To a concert, Annie, or predict it. We name the Encrofor to play pressing techniques I apply. Was so Yamia Yachin. A farm one was a kind of different thing. Quite married to Bruno. Sir, who is Dr. Kufudan parent to be a near fen? Corner the Brasini and Shank some committee. Sir, I was what kinds of women I shank come over the chim. 31st, Bedua, Udia in Kabu. Why be woo? Assemble 2 weeks. I must say, hey, Nippers, what kind of direct? What be able to some community? I'm off with great dinner temple. I saw one say some of them say which of the churches? Some of the churches. Because you're easy for your mama or your Catholic. You will be out of twinkle. And you will be crowd more sorry because the other. We will call join me. I mean, they be so which of the church? And what attack here? Your pet near 2 years here, Sebi. Yagino, that's her. What I say, no, be the DIO. You can't have for both. A broken ideas. I don't know. Oh, why not? The
structure now they buy so. So you say no, we are not responsible for anything. Because we so na toy, you know. We follow say buy now we fina
the woman
we normal be bra so no check on. Na mbisa mo say nti say sa normal we nyina no say a clear no system ni mu a. E sure say nka sa fra no nka do this level dey.
Debi da.
Na eno no nyame na me you gatam now.
Debi.
Nipa no dey fear or ye bola we are no dey go gatam.
Sure.
Take us more nanim na oko catch around no be.
Osizum la adwuma.
That's right. Now you say abante ba ko omo ye obi adwuma. Or shit ay debris ay offense. POP no mani nyina ho. No mgira ho no me plastic no man be bragum. Na me say nti nipa awia we wo hye we no.
Nipa be twe
akoni krasa de tem. O he manim sa am say
Hello everyone. Welcome. My name is Eric and you are welcome to the TikTok live series on the topic Journey to Wealth Creation. The journey to wealth creation. If you are here for your first time, this is a live series that we do every Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Yes, and if you have participated before in this live video, I would like for you to share the live to your friends for your friends to also benefit from this live series. Yes, my name is Eric and you are welcome. Please share the video, share the link of the live to your friends, especially if you speak English, if you're an English speaker. If you an English speaker, please share the live link to your friends to come and join us on this journey to wealth creation. All right. Today we will continue from where we stopped the last time, last Monday or the 3rd August of 2026. We will continue from there. So before we will begin, I would like to do a recap of what we talked about, of what I talked about on last Monday. So this is a journey we are on. We are on a journey towards the creation of wealth. If you want to create wealth for yourself, if you like to turn your life around, if you are not in a good financial position and you want to change it, and you want to change your financial status, you are welcome to join this live. And I would like to also disclaim that I am not a financial expert. I am just a young man who is in his 30s, who have realized that my financial status is not what I want it to be. And therefore, I decided to change it. I decided to change my financial status. And I've started learning, I've started reading books, I've started listening to people who have done what I want to do, who have achieved the achievements that I want to achieve. I have started listening to them, following them, reading, searching on my own, and I have taken it upon myself to share everything that I am learning on this journey to turn my financial status around. And I call it a journey to life, a journey to wealth creation. So if you want to join me on this journey, it is a journey that we are embarking on, and the destination is towards your wealth, your definition of wealth, where you want to see yourself, the kind of financial status you want to have for yourself. And if you are welcome to join, I implore you to share the link to your friends. All right. So let's continue. Let us just go on. I would like to recap on what I shared on Monday, on the 3rd of August. On the 3rd of August, I spoke about the meaning of wealth. The meaning of wealth. And I look at the definition of wealth in the Oxford Dictionary. So according to Oxford Dictionary, the meaning of wealth is the abundance of valuable resources or material possessions that can be converted into transactions. Yes, abundance of valuable resources or material possessions that can be converted into transactions. So the key words in this definition are abundance of valuable resources or material possessions converted, and also transactions. Those are the key words in this definition. And I explain the abundance of valuable resources. I give examples of what valuable resources are. And then transactions, the meaning of transaction in this definition. I explained that. Then next we went on to define what wealth is as an individual, which is supposed to be a personal definition to yourself. Your personal definition of wealth. We spoke about it, and I asked each and everyone who was able to join this live to define their meaning of wealth. And if you have done it, I want to say a very big thank you for doing that. And if you have not been able to do it, I will implore that you do that, because that is what you are going to base on. That is going to be the destination of this journey. The meaning of wealth to you, what you want to achieve, is going to be the destination of this journey. So if you were here the last time and you are here again, I would like to welcome you again. And also I would like for you to comment what you learned on last Monday. If you've learned anything, or if I have said something that you also went on to do a research, you also went to read about, and you find something new and you would like to share, I will be very happy to read out what you have learned in the comment section. So do not hesitate to leave a comment so that I can read also what you can share for us to also learn from you. So if you are here for your first time, if you were not here on the first journey, on the first TikTok live, I would like to again recap or refresh on what I talked about the last time. The last time I spoke about the meaning of wealth, your individual meaning of wealth to yourself, what it is to you, and the assignment, or not just an assignment, but an exercise that will make you define what wealth is to you. Yes. If you have done that, thank you. That means you are ready to change your life around. You are ready to embark on this journey. You are ready to achieve what wealth you want for yourself. And please do not forget to share. Do not forget to share the link of this live to your friends. If you know someone that you would like for him to embark on this live section, on this journey, please do share with that person. Do share with that person, because there is a saying that says sharing is caring. Sharing is caring. If you care about someone that you want to see him or her change their lives, turn their lives around, please share the link to them. Yes, please do share the link. And I want a lot of people to join this journey. A lot of people to join this journey, especially my brothers and sisters from Africa. If you are in Eastern Africa, if you are in the northern part of Africa, if you are in West Africa, please do join this live. We need to change our lives. We need to turn our lives around. We need to also create millionaires and billionaires in this on our continent. We need to change. We need to change our thinking. We need to change our mindset towards wealth creation, towards money. There are some beliefs that we have concerning money. We need to change that. And on this journey, we are going to try as much as possible to transform our mindset, to pick on the necessary guidance or the necessary steps that we need to take, so that we can also be proud of our wealth. We can also be proud of ourselves. We can lift ourselves and our families from the current status that they are to a better status in terms of finance, in terms of money, in terms of possessions. There is a saying that a lot of people have that is not allowing them or permitting them to also. There is a certain thinking or mindset we have concerning money that is not allowing us to reach our financial potentials. Yes. So without wasting much time, I would like to continue. From where we stopped the last time. All right. So the last time we stopped on the point, audit your current status. And I asked for us to go and find the meaning of auditing. What auditing means. If someone says, I want to conduct an audit or an auditing, we need to know what it means. And again, I'm going to read the definition of auditing. So according to the Oxford Dictionary, auditing is a systematic and independent examination of a company's financial records, operations, or internal controls to verify accuracy, ensure compliance with standards like the GAAP or IFRS, and build trust among stakeholders. So according to Oxford or Wikipedia, Oxford Dictionary or Wikipedia, that is the meaning of auditing. So the key words that I would like us to keep in mind in this definition is a systematic examination, financial records, operations, or internal control. The keywords I would like for us to keep in mind in this definition of auditing are systematic, examination, financial reports, operation, internal control. Those are the keywords I would like for you to focus on in this definition, because this is what we need here in this point of our journey. And I am going to try to explain it in the context of editing someone's life, conducting an audit on one's life or on one's current status. So if I say conduct an audit of your current status, what I mean by that is I would like for you to take a systematic approach to examine where you are in life. Examine your financial records or your financial status and your operations, how you operate in life. In this point, what I mean by conducting an audit of your current status, I am talking about a systematic examination of your financial record and operation, how you operate in life. So, in a simple English, it means looking at where you are right now. I would like for you to, number one, I would like for you to do a financial audit, number one, in terms of what you have, what you owe, and what you are owed. Number one, what you have, what you owe, and what you are owed. So what you own is what your properties, your money in the bank, your valuable assets such as land, car, house, bicycle, motorcycle, anything that you can call an asset. What you have or own, what you own in life. For instance, in your current situation where you are right now, you have a 2-bedroom house. You own it. You own the land, and then you own the 2-bedroom house on the land. You have a car that you travel with from work to the house, to the house, to the work. You have maybe a motorbike or a bicycle on the side. You have some cash in the bank. You have some jewelries. I'm just giving examples of valuable resources, valuable properties that you can tell. You have a land somewhere. You have an apartment. You have what else is valuable asset that I can give an example of? Something very simple that I can think of right now. You have investments. Yes, you have investments, whether it is in stocks, whether it is in crypto, whether it is in mutual funds, whether it's in a business, you own a business. Yes, you own a business. You are a partner in a business. So all those things are things that you own. Those are what you own. You need to make a list and list every single thing on one side. Those are the things that you own. That meaning they belongs to you. They belong to you. They belong to you. You have your name on the deeds of those properties or of those assets. Your name is on the deeds. Okay. And then on another side, you will make a list of what you owe. What you owe. And an example of what you owe is you took a loan, a student's loan, to further your education, to pursue your master's degree. You owe something. That means you have to pay back what you owe. Maybe you took a loan to buy your car. That is something you owe. Your student's loan, you owe. Your credit card. Maybe you have put about $2,000 or $2,000, whatever your currency is, on that credit card. Some money that is a money or is something that you owe to the company where you took the money from. Something that you owe. You took some amount of money from your friends and you promised to pay them back. It was not a gift. You promised that you were going to pay back. That is something you owe. OWE, exactly what you owe. That is something you owe. What else again can I say that somebody owes? Simple example of something that you owe. Let's see something, for example. I already said you took a loan from the bank. That is something you owe. Student loan, exactly, is something you owe. Your credit card is something you owe. If you spend a lot on your credit card, you owe the amount of that credit card. You took a loan to buy a car, or you bought a car on a hire purchase, you owe. Or you took a mortgage, yes, that you have not finished paying. That means you are owing. You owe on that house. You owe. All right, that is something you owe. And then on the third part, this is something you are owed. Something you are owed. You are owed. That means it is something that belongs to you. Even though it belongs to you, it is not with you at the moment. You don't currently have it in your possession. So that means you are owed. Okay? In accounting, they will say account receivable. But unfortunately, I'm not here to talk about accounting. I'm here to talk about auditing. I want you to audit your life, your financial record, what you are at the current moment. At the current moment, as I am talking to you, what are the things that are owed to you? For example, a friend of yours came to you and said, Can you lend me $1,000? I will pay you back maybe in the next 3 months. And as a good friend that you are, you give your friend that amount of money. You give your friend $1,000, expecting that Your friend is going to give you back that money at the end of 3 months. On the 3rd month, your friend is going to give you back that money. I don't know, maybe you can have an agreement that your friend will pay you an interest rate of, let's say, 10%. So you are expecting $1,100 at the end of 3 months. That is something that you are owed. So on another sheet of paper, you write everything down. Everything down. And when you do that, and without forgetting, no matter how small it is, no matter how small you think what is it that you own, no matter what small it is that you think you owe, or no matter how small it is that you think you are owed, you have to write them down. You have to record them. You have to record them. These 3 informations determine where you stand financially at the moment. Where you stand financially at the moment. That is your current status. Okay? At this point, I'm not asking you to do any calculation. I'm not asking you to deduct or to subtract, to do the balancing. No. At this point, all I am asking is write them down. Try as much as possible to remember everything that in the what you owe column, everything that you own column. You should write everything down. Everything that you owe, you have to write everything down in that column. And then in the 3rd column, you have to write down everything that you are owed. Everything that you are owed, you have to write it down. And once you are able to do that, without leaving anything out, without forgetting anything, right now, this is what you are going to do. Not right now, but you need to have these 3 informations. I'm going to tell you what you are going to do with it later. And it is going to be something that I will expect each and every one of us to do before we can move on to the next level or onto the next chapter. So today, my topic is auditing your current status. Auditing your current status. And if you are enjoying this life, if you are learning something from this, I would like for you to comment. Share your opinion. Share something that you know that I am not talking about, so that I can also learn, because I am also learning. I am also on this journey to learn, because everything that I am learning is what I am sharing, and I cannot learn everything. I acknowledge that I cannot learn everything. So if you also know something, I will ask for you to also share so that I can also learn. It is a journey. We are in it together. It is something I want you to join me so that we can do it together. All right. So once you do that, you have these 3 lists: what you own, what you owe, and what you are owed. And you can take the whole of this week to complete the list. You can take the whole of this week to complete the list. I want you to take this as your personal assignment, as a personal exercise, so that you don't forget anything, no matter how small it is. So far as it is valuable, it can be an inheritance. So far as it is valuable, you have to add it on the list. All right. So after you do the list, I want you to be truthful and honest with yourself. I repeat, honesty is very important. You are not doing it for me. You are doing it for yourself. If you want to turn your life around, unless you think your financial status is solid, you have a very good financial status. If you do, then this is not for you. You are not obliged, or you are not supposed to be on this journey if your financial status is solid. But if you are like me, that is struggling financially, and again, struggling financially means you have a 9-to-5 job, you are going to work, you are getting paid, everything that you are paid, you are spending, and what is left in your account is I don't want to say it's meaningless, but you are not having enough that is remaining in your account, or that is remaining in your name. Everything that you owe, everything that you get at the end of the month, maybe 80 to 90% is spent on expenses, and you only have maybe 10% or 9% or 8% of your salary remaining. That is the financial struggle I am talking about. These are the people that I am asking to join this journey. This is the journey we are on. Okay? If you are someone and you are working, all your income is from the job that you are doing. All your income, or you have only one income, one source of income that is only coming from the job that you are doing. And at the end of the month, 80% to 90% of your salary is spent on expenses, and you have only 10% remaining. That is a financial struggle. That is what we want to change. Okay. So if you are someone that you are not in this category, that means you are blessed. We would like to learn from you. If you want to share what you are doing, we are happy to learn from you. Maybe you know something that we don't know. That is why you are financially sound. Your financial status is solid. You are financially free. And this is where we also want to get to. So if you are someone in that category, please do not keep it to yourself. Share so that we can also learn from you. All right. And also, if you are here and you want, please share the link of this live so people can also join us on this journey. We want to transform our lives. And so once you do that, once you have your list, this is what you are going to do with the list. You are going to estimate the monetary value of everything in the what you own column, everything that is in the what you owe column, and everything that is in the what you are owed column. Okay, this is it. This is what we are going to do next. After we have listed everything in the what you own column, what you owe column, and what you are owed column, you are going to estimate the monetary value of every item in the list. If you own a car, for example, in your what you own column, you have maybe a car, you own a car. The car is probably 2023 year model. So you estimate the monetary value, the current value of the car, not the price at which you bought it maybe 2 or 3 years ago. No, you are going to estimate the current value of the car, because that car has depreciated. What you bought it for is no more worth the value. So the current value of the car is what you are going to put in front of the car that you own. If you own jewelry, maybe for instance gold jewelry, 24 karat gold jewelry, you can go online, you can get maybe a scale. If it is pure gold, of jewelry that you have, it's just an example I'm stating, okay? Don't be too much septic, okay? So it's just an example. If you own gold jewelries and you know for sure that those jewelries are pure gold, or it can be 24 karat or more or higher, all right, or lower, 16 karat gold. So you go online, those informations are available online. You look at the value of that carat of gold, if it is 16 karat gold, if it is 24 karat gold. You look at the value of the gold, the amount that you have. If I say the amount, I mean the weight. You can put it on a scale, and then you can determine the weight of the gold that you have, and then you can do the multiplication and then find out what the current value, monetary value of the jewelry is. Or if you have an expert in your area, you can take the jewelry to the expert for the expert to give you an estimate of the value of the gold jewelry that you have. If you think you can't determine the monetary value, you can take it to an appraiser, a specialist that can give you an estimate of the monetary value of the gold. And this also applies to any other property assets that you have or that you own. And the same also applies to what you owe. For instance, you have a loan, you have a student loan that you are currently paying for. Again, for instance, you took maybe $10,000 to pay your student loan, and you paid only $4,000, and you are still left with $6,000 to pay. So at that current moment, you owe $6,000. That you already know is already in its monetary value. So you don't need an appraiser or an expert to determine the monetary value. The money value is already there. You took a loan to buy a car, you already know how much you owe. You have a mortgage that you are paying, you know how much you are paying. So what you've already paid and what you owe, you already have those monetary values. Okay, those things are already stated there. You have them. And then what you are owed, maybe you rented a car to someone. The car, you can also get an appraiser to get the monetary value of that car. It can be anything. So you have to get an estimate of the monetary value of what you own, what you owe, and what you are owed. Those three, you need to get the monetary value. Then the next step is to sum them up. Sum everything in the what you own column. Do the calculation, add them up, and then you get a value, a monetary value of what you own. So if your car is worth at this moment $5,000, it is there. Maybe your house is worth maybe $450, it is there. Maybe your bicycle or your motorbike is worth $300, or your motorbike is, you put them together, you do the $5,000 plus the $450 plus the $300 plus the $2,500, then what you get is the monetary value of what you own. Some people have designer shoes, designer clothes. Those things are that you paid for with expensive money. You can estimate the current value of those items, of those clothes, designer clothes or whatever it is. Okay, you can do that. It's not like me that I have one Nike or two sweater. They don't have any value. I can't estimate the value of this. This is not anything expensive. Okay, so they don't count. I'm talking about high value designer accessories. Those, they have some price to them. You can add them to what you own. Okay, those can be added to what you own. Okay, except you bought them on credit. Okay, but if you own them outright, you can add them to what you own. Some people have some antiques. Yes, antique pot, a vase, painting. You own them. Maybe perhaps they were gifts. You own them. They belong to you. Your name is on the deed. Okay, that you can add. All right, this is something I just remembered. Okay, so now once you add them up, you do the same for what is in the what you owe column. What you owe, you add them up also. You add them up, you get after getting the estimated value, you add them up to get a total sum of what you owe. And you do the same for the what you are owed column. Everything that you are expecting from somebody. Maybe you perform a service, you rendered a service for somebody, and also you rendered a service for somebody, and you are expecting payment. All right, you are expecting payment. It is something that you are owed, so you have to add that to the list, and then you get the estimated value, the money value, and then you do the sum, and then you have a total sum of what you are owed. Okay. So after everything, all the summation is done, then you add what you own to what you are owed, and then you subtract what you owe. So what you own plus what you are owed minus what you owe. Your own plus what you are owed plus what you owe. I think I have to write all these things down. It's unfortunately that I didn't prepare for this, but because it is getting a little bit technical, and you can ask questions if you don't understand something. Yes. So she said, what's I owe? Yeah. What you owe, it's something you have to give back. It's something you have to give back. So if you have to give back something, you owe it. You go and take money, maybe you go and take $1,000 from somebody, and you promise that you are going to pay back. That is something you owe. Okay, that is something you owe. So let me see if I can let me see if I can get what's this playbook? Nah. I thought I can get a board on the live so that I can write it, but I don't have a board. Okay, so the calculation again is what you owe, what you own, you add what you own, what is yours, and what is expected to come to you. You add them together. And then you subtract what you owe, what you are supposed to give back. You take it out. I hope you understand the calculation. So the calculation, sorry, give me just 1 minute. I'm trying to thank you, Osgolan. So I am trying to see if I can get a board that I can share where I can write the I can write the calculation on the board. No, it's not here. I thought maybe there's something like a Zoom, but it's not. There's not. You don't have that. You don't have that here on TikTok. Yeah, if it was Zoom, I would have been able to share a board where I can just write on it. Okay, so all right, so again, let me just repeat it again. So the calculations, what I am saying is, when you have the sum of everything that you own, if someone say I own something, it means it belongs to you. I own it, it belongs to you. So after you have the calculation, after you have an estimate, the monetary estimate of what you own, everything that you own, 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 you add what you are owed. What you are owed is everything that you are expecting in return from somebody, or from, whether it can be a company, it can be anybody, so far as they are supposed to give you back that thing, whether it's monetary value, whether it's anything, you add that to what you own. You add that to what you own, and you now subtract everything that you owe. And what you owe, the O is OWE. O is whatever you owe is whatever you are going to pay back. Everything that you promised to pay back is what everything that you promised to pay back is what you owe. So once you do that, then you now have the results of your current situation, your current financial situation. the result of that calculation, the addition and subtraction, will determine your current financial situation, or in other words, your net worth. Yes, that is your net worth. So your net worth is, that will be your net worth. Okay, so I think I'm able to put that in the comment. So that will be your net worth. So let me see if I can do that, the calculation in the comment. So it's in the comment, what you own plus what you are owed, all minus what you owe. Okay, so that's it. It's in the comment. So what you own minus what you are owed, what you own plus what you are owed minus what you owe. So that's it. That's going to be the calculation. So when you do that, you get what we called your net worth. So if they say somebody's net worth is $20 million, it is because they did this calculation. They were able to identify everything that the person owned, everything that the person owed, and everything that the person is owed. Then they come up with this formula. They arrive at what the person's net worth is. That means that is your financial standing. That is your current financial status. That is what it is. That is what it means. And fortunately for some people, after they do the calculation, their net worth is a positive number. And unfortunately for some people, their net worth will be a negative number. Your net worth will be a negative number. So, what does it mean if your net worth is a positive number? If your net worth is a positive number, that means you are good. You are on a good standing. Your financial status is on good standing. But when your net worth is negative, that means you are in debt. You are in debt. Debt as in D-E-B-T. Debt. So, in the comment section again, if your net worth is positive, it means your financial status is good. And if your net worth is negative, means you are in debt. DEBT, debt. This is why, the reason why I say this auditing, it's really, really important. You need to audit your life, because believe me, there are some people that don't even know whether they are in debt or not, or they are in good financial status. What they know is that at the end of the month, they take salary, they are spending, they don't know how much they are spending, because they have access to credit card, so they can spend more than what they are making. They borrow here and there, they hardly pay back, and they don't even know that they are in debt. They don't even know that they are in debt. So auditing your current situation, your current life, or your current position is very important, because this will show you whether you are in good financial standing or you are in debt. Good financial standing or you are in debt. Okay, so if you are following, I would like for you to comment. Just comment with a thumbs up or with a heart for me to know if you are following, if you understand whatever I am sharing. If you understand and if you are with me, please comment with a thumbs up or with a heart, so that I will know, so that we can progress. Okay, so and also don't forget, if you can share, please share again with your friends. Share the link of the live with your friends, and we can continue. Okay, so the next point I'm going to talk about is going to be the last point. Please share the link, invite your friends to join. If you find this live valuable, if you find this live to be of value to you, don't forget, share, invite your friends. If you feel like somebody needs to be part of this journey, don't forget to invite that person on this journey, the journey to wealth creation. We need to turn our lives around. We do not have to only depend on one source of income. Or even if we have one source of income, we need to find a way to make that source of income work for us. We need to change our life with that source of income. It is possible to change our life with one source of income. I know a lot of people will say, oh, it might not be true, but it is possible. If you join this, if you are with me on this journey, you will find out and you will know why. All right, thank you. My name is Eric. If this is the first time you are joining, we are on a journey to wealth creation, and we are on a journey to create wealth for ourselves and our family, to put ourselves in a good financial status, in a good financial position, so that we don't need to go around to borrow money to live a life that we can use our own money, that we can use our strength to be able to afford. Okay, so after you determine what your net worth is, what is your net worth? Now, this is the last point. Okay, this is the last point I would like for us to talk about. We have now two kinds of net worth, not network. Sorry, net worth. Net worth. If your net worth happens to be positive, that is a good sign. That is a very good position to start on, or to start with. If your net worth is a value, the value of the outcome of the formula that you apply, if you are okay with it, kudos to you, I applaud you. But if you are not okay with it, it means this journey is still for you. You can continue on this journey. But if you feel like what you have as your net worth is beyond what you think it is good for you, you are okay with it, and you feel like you don't want to continue on this journey, you want to get down, you want to drop from this journey, kudos to you. You are allowed to. You are not a hostage in this journey. You can get down, and we will like, but I will prefer that we would like to learn from you how you did it. You can share in the comment section, or you can also request to co-host. You can request a co-host, and I will co-host with you for you to also share how you were able to do it. And I will also like to learn from you. Okay. Now, this is the most important one. This is the reason why we are on this journey. If your net worth is negative, if you are in debt, whether you like it or not, I will ask you to stay focused on this journey, because this journey is for you and I. We need to change our life around. We need to turn our life around. Yes. We need to turn our life around. So I will ask you to remain on this journey. And this is what is going to lead us into the next point, which is wealth creation. Wealth creation. Our next topic, or our next chapter, will be wealth creation. So now, in wealth creation, we are going to talk about how do we now transform, how do we now move our negative net worth, or how do we move ourselves from debt into financial prosperity, or how do we then now increase or improve upon our positive net worth. If you have a positive net worth, how do you increase it? How do you increase it is what we are going to talk about in the wealth creation. And we are going to explore from from mindset, how you view money, some of the misconceptions about money, some of the myth about money or about finance. We are going to talk about it, how we are going to improve ourselves, because there is a saying, if you want to become a millionaire, you first have to think like a millionaire. It's just a saying. If you want to become a millionaire, you first of all have to think like a millionaire. And then there is also a Bible quote. I'm not a Bible scholar, so I might not be able to quote it exactly, but the Bible quote says, except a man thinketh. So meaning you have to think like a millionaire for you to become a millionaire. So on this note, I would like to say a very thank you for taking your time, your precious time, to join me on this live, to learn on this journey, to give yourself a chance to turn your life around, to improve your financial status, because that is the journey I am on. I'm just a young man in my 30s and I want to improve my financial status. And I want to bring everybody along with me by sharing what I am learning. And if you know more than I do, I will be very, very happy to learn from you. So please comment. You can also request, you can share, you can send me a message or a comment to ask me to add you as a co-host for you to share what you also know, so that we can all learn from you. We can all improve our lives. Okay? Thank you very much again for joining, and I am very grateful for your time that you have spent to be with me on this journey to wealth creation. And next topic, we are embarking on wealth creation. We are actually starting the wealth creation, how we are going to turn debt into financial sound or financial stability, and how we are going to also increase our financial status. And I would like to say thank you and good night, good morning, wherever you are, and see you next Monday at 5 p.m. GMT. Thank you.
To also be back away, Chirawazana won't say, Sabi,
Yami, Yana.
But when him, watching I saw Yaya, and cancer. And here, no, the Oceano. And yet, let us champagne. What I say, this is here, the dear, the bonnet, or Shishi Bola, or Chokuchoki, no money in Ivy, say, flat and bar. No, be a big noise, Yamaka each is a flat Bagana, but Yami and Yan Chan is a Yanti got them. Yes, I used to buy a bee. The Yaman or Chammy is a Munuya. There being young pointers are coming out. You Suban, it is a here. Until young family, they are not so corrected. I am when you know. Yeah, also come home because Sabia sorry me. Yeah, sorry. And yeah, I say, you're building them out. Quadravi, I saw no crano. Many one will see Bonu. I saw no crano. They are so funny. A catreno. Say our prayer and insurance to bonus in my so. I'm telling you. Said I be a mino Casami de Hebron, I am Fatum.
over the environment hebrew you find the to form
wow
eyemra enti dustbin be be twa ni BBC o
wow
so what I say enti leadership by example
yeah
kisa ukọ ho na se what say dia wo so ko fi akwa apply ukọ adwuma kwa apply
yeah
so but ye no ye nye ne sa ena ye mum ye di egidia se bibie nyame baye ena mpaebo no ba bi owiase edu no obi nkondem mpaebo but mpaebo nsi factory yeah mpaebo embedded